Allegedly, did Michael Jackson sexually assault these children? And if so, how are these children badly affected by these acts? Did James Safechuck and Wade Roberson lie for publicity? Or is this their truth? Let's talk about it. Part 2 on In Jammies with Jam.
When you're walking down the street and the show gets old, tune into this show. Jamming with Jam. Jamming with Jam. Jamming with Jam. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Welcome to In Jammies with Jam. I'm your host, Jam. I'm here with...
It's me, your boy, T, live in color, and as you can see this beautiful background behind us, we want to welcome you to Egypt.
Listen, we're in the Stella de Mare, also known as
The Star of the Sea in Italian.
located in Sharm el Sheikh, Egypt. Before we go any further, we'd like to thank everyone that have checked out our show, liked, subscribed, commented, and shared the love. We want you to continue to like, subscribe, comment, share the love, because
Without you, it would be no us.
exactly.
We want to apologize to all of those that have last week looked for In James with Jam due to the, as you can see, the fact that we're here in another country. It has been hard for us to upload videos.
Upload videos, share videos, to even message you on what's going on, because the Wi-Fi was just something else.
But we have a treat for you as soon as we get back. We have videos and pictures of this beautiful place upon this journey that we want you guys to experience it with us. But nonetheless, we're not going to hold you any further. We're going to continue.
Wait. Let's show them how pretty this place is. What's this side? Look at this. The water is clear blue. I'm sorry. If you want to see clear water, got to come out to Egypt. Trust me, it's worth the trip. Every day was worth it.
Every penny, every dime, every nickel, excuse me, as you can see, it is 10:32 a.m. here on Saturday morning in Egypt. And my body still haven't gotten used to the
time change apparently.
Yeah.
So check out, we have a new channel coming on the page. It's called Egypt Vlogging, because we want you to know what's going on, how we have experienced our day-to-day journey, because many have said one thing, but we've come to experience something totally different. But we're going to tell you more about that next time. But we want to continue where we left off. We were talking about the Great One, and I don't mean The Rock either.
That caught me off guard. We were talking about the Great One, the King of Pop, Michael Jackson, and we left off 2 weeks ago about Wade Roberson. And with that, we didn't too much indulge in we do apologize for that.
To our podcast followers, because I told you, it's a different experience out here.
I see that the powers that be don't want us to talk about this. So, without further ado, here we go. We're going to get right to it. We left off with Wade Roberson being the target, but we didn't mention the other guy, James Safechuck. He also was a victim due to the allegations of Michael Jackson actually performing
Those
sexual abusive acts on children.
Those adult games that, you told as a kid that certain things are only done for adults and not for
Children.
But believe it or not, I tell you, when you have adults that haven't fully become adults in all aspects. See, one writer said this: when I was a child, I thought as a child, I understood as a child, I did things as a child, but when I became a man, I put away childish things. But what happens when the man is stuck in limbo of childhood? Now, I don't care what people may say, how you may feel. I don't know if he did it or if he didn't. I wasn't there. I didn't watch it with my own eyes. But one thing I do tell you is this: you can never discredit somebody else's experience. The experience that somebody else had that led them into the road that they took, you can never discredit that, because to them it occurred. To them it's the truth. To them something had happened. But this situation right here, you have to be very careful who you let in your inner circle. You let the wrong person in your inner circle, thinking that they're a teddy bear and they're cuddly, and before you know it, you're hugging a porcupine.
Or you're hugging the wolf.
And let me tell you something. Snakes always look pretty. They look pretty at a distance. They look pretty when they're coming. They look pretty when they're going. But what you also forget is it has an instinct. It has a mentality. And survival mode and its instinct will always come into play. So you have to be very careful. We even have instincts. We can't be fooled by everything that come our way, can we?
No, we can't.
Now listen, I don't care how much of a star you want it to be, you got that America flag. No matter how much of a star you want to be or how great you want.
Hold up, I haven't had a sneeze or cough. A sneeze or cough the whole time we've been here for a week. And now we shooting this episode. My immune system acting up.
Told you.
The powers that be don't want us to shoot this, but we're gonna get this out the way because I feel there's a lot to be said. Not surface information, but the turmoil you're in. I'm sorry.
Bless you.
Thank you. But there's some people out there who are seeking truth on how to deal with the fact that they were raped and molested or they were abused by counterparts, family members, lovers, loved ones, whatever. Sorry. Continue. But you guys, please forgive me if you hear me and sneezing. I already asked for your apology and your forgiveness.
Now, no matter how much of a dream you have and you want to accomplish and you want to fulfill, you can't allow your truth to be minuted by the feelings of what you want. Mm-hmm. Now, the parent idea for Safechuck was for him to be famous, because she's been told he had the look.
But with that, I don't think that was his intent. I think because the story was told, his mother was told that he had a look. They went off of faith without the intent of we're going to be famous. Now, on the other hand, with Wade Roberson, they had the intent that this is the life and this is the dream for their child. But for James Safechuck, it was just, let's just have a try at it because we've been told that our son has a look. And then when the scouting agent said he's money in the bank, I think even still at that point, they didn't have that intent. It was, let's just see what comes out of it. Oh, God.
Now, the interesting part about it is, Safechuck decided, okay, I found my mother's lead and do this great wonder and do this great thing, and you came in contact with this individual. Okay, that's granted. That's nice. That's awesome. Now, for this to be superstar status and everybody admire this man and want this man and enjoy this man, why do we get so starstruck when we see the human side of the individual and forget all common sense because they decide to show us that side?
Because I think when there is a star in the room, for you there's always a possibility that a door can open. So for instance, when James Safechuck was actually starring in the commercial with Michael Jackson, I think from that point the mother said, my son has the ability, or my son has the opportunity to actually become something or someone in this industry. So we start to look at it from a business aspect and no longer as a from a reality. So it's what can be, what if, what will, instead of what is it right now. We're looking so far ahead and not living in that very moment. As you would tell me all the time, is let's not look into the future, but let's occupy the moment. Let's savor the moment, the right now. As some people would say, how about we deal with the right now and not look so far ahead? Because I think for truth in the matter of it all is when we look for into the future, we forget about the right now. When things seem not to happen the way we think in the now, because we're so struck into the future, this is when we begin to lose all hope, vision, zeal for that passion. But forget that you have to deal with the right now in order to get to the where you want to be.
Right. And that's the issue. Everybody omit the right now, from celebrities to hardworking individuals to even youth, young adults, and children. It's always what can we do for tomorrow, and you never really get to enjoy what you have today.
Which goes to the saying, as many people have said, not to worry about tomorrow because tomorrow will take care of itself. It's to worry about the today, which is the right now. We forget those things because we live, as we have said many times, we live in a fantasy. I call it a fantasy island.
And what you don't realize is this fantasy island always doesn't look pretty under the surface.
The fantasy island is exactly, it's dressed up to make you believe that when you get there, it is what it is. And it goes back to saying, because you don't know what it takes to get from point A to point B, that there's always underlining meanings or underlining deals that are made that you have to make in order for you to live out that fantasy, when it's not done in the pure intent of hard work, dedication, practice. And when it's done all quick, we don't realize that we're giving up certain traits or certain abilities or certain characteristics that we're supposed to receive and learn, because then when we get to that place, we don't survive or we don't last. And because I haven't worked hard, found the dedication, put in the hard work, anybody can take advantage of me because all I see is a dream.
You know what? I don't know about you, but I hate quickies.
It just depends on what type of quickie.
Nope. No. Every
some
quickie ain't good for you.
Some quickies are meant to be a quick, hurry, bam, bam, thank you, ma'am, and you go about your very way, for those that understand what I'm saying. But when we're talking about hard work, dedication, I think the quick way to it is never the good way to it, because you have not learned the hardship of it. So when it's time to put in the work, when you get to destiny, you can't, because you're looking for someone to give you the easy way out. And when they give you the easy way out, it's going into the upper room and not putting in the dedication. This is why we have so many artists in music that are not vocally talented, because they haven't put in the hard work. They've taken the quick way in and out And that's why they have success.
Mm-hmm.
And then when it's all said and done, when music shifts and change in the sound because they're not vocally talented enough, they can't move with the change of time in music.
And what?
So this is why we no longer have legends like we had in our era. We have where are they now artists.
Mm-hmm. Because what makes it even worse for them is this: they were too quick in trying to get to success that now they focus on the now and don't realize.
After they already got into success, they focus on the now
Exactly.
and missed everything prior.
Exactly. But then when the future holds, everything crumbles, and now you paying the piper for the signed deals you done made.
But you ain't even got you don't even have the worth to even pay him back.
Or nothing to stand on.
So now he repoing everything.
Exactly. And you're left with what? Nothing. Not even your sound mind.
But a story wanting somebody to feel bad for you. So, whose fault is it really? Is it the fault of the individual that took advantage of you, or is it your fault because you have not taken advantage of the time that you had to really spend in crafting your harvest? I mean, crafting your gift.
And that was the issue with Safe Chuck. His mother tried to live her dream through him. And what happened?
He got taken advantage of.
And now all she could say is, I'm sorry, but
happy that the individual that took advantage of your child, when you took advantage of your child,
is
you
dead.
dead and locked, or at the time locked away, because he couldn't take advantage of no one else.
And you're celebrating the fact that the predator is
Dead
under
and gone.
surveillance and locked away. But you as the predator is still smiling and walking with your head up like you've done nothing wrong.
And the one that you've taken advantage of has to deal with the turmoil every single
Nightmare after nightmare. Can't fully love their children. Don't know how to love their wife.
in and out of depression.
Don't know how to love themselves. But as long as the individual is locked up,
You happy because it takes the spotlight off of you.
oh yes. Oh yes. But check this out. Everybody will reap what
They
they
sow.
sow.
Either now or later. And as I say, I'd rather reap my bad now. Because baby, when it's time for me to get to destiny or to the place where I belong,
Destiny
I don't
will
want to
pull
reap.
receipts, baby.
I don't want to reap it then. I want to be able to enjoy with a smile on my face that my hard work, dedication, it all paid off in the end. I'd rather apologize and say sorry now than having to get to destiny and stand before the podium before the masses of people and apologize for what I did in my past.
Because trust and believe. They will forget everything you've done,
Everything.
but remember that mistake. And you will be known by your mistake.
Trust and believe.
That's the sad part. So it was easier to point the finger at Wade because, you know, Wade has done so much more. He was
He's
out
worked with
there
so many
more.
different
He was out there doing more. But it wasn't fully fair that Wade's mother got the rejection of her family. But Safe Chuck mother was having dinners and parties with theirs.
But do you know what, to me, I feel like who was affected the most by this situation with Michael Jackson was James Safechuck. I believe that because internally it damaged him so much to the point where he could not function to even work or to live his life. But for Wade Robson, he still lived out his life.
You still heard about Wade after court cases and after events. You've always heard about Wade, but you heard nothing about Safe Chuck. Nothing he did, nothing he worked, nothing he put together.
Because he was internally, he was so damaged internally that he could not put a thought together to get himself up to allow the gift in him to operate, because it was so tainted, it was so damaged.
And even to this day, we still give more help to Wade and none to Safechuk. Ain't that something? The person that didn't even want it, didn't even ask for it,
Didn't want it at all, but the one that's suffering the most.
but we ignore them. But the one that wanted fame, that this happened to, you ready to butcher him up. But any publicity is best publicity.
So who should be getting the book? His mother. She's the person you blame for this.
She's the one that ruined his life. And my uncle always said, family will be the one that'll stab you in your back.
This is why so many people are building families with people they don't even know. They consider family before they consider their own blood, flesh and blood family. Or folks that they don't know, because someone who's a stranger to you will love on you more than the ones that actually know you. I get it, I understand it. But we need to find a way for James Safechuk to truly get the help he needs. And I mean, we talk about psychologists, and granted they work, but they work for a season in your life, a very short one, where it helps you bandage the situations. It helps you cope and not defeat. Coping is not defeating your internal issues. Coping puts a band-aid and teaches how to deal with it as it happens.
I'm good, my brother. How are you?
Huh?
I'm good. How are you?
Aha,
I'm doing a lot.
So we have to learn to actually conquer, to triumph and overcome these internal inflictions. These internal inflictions. These internal inflictions. So what do we say to James Safechuk? What is there to say to him? Because he's internally damaged. He is no good not only to his son or his daughter or his wife, but he's no good to himself. And if he doesn't conquer this internal affliction.
So what can we say to James? We say, James, we understand. James, we understand. James.
We understand.
Because there's certain things that cannot be expressed nor said because it hurts saying them. But my brother, you have to face it. You have to face it, because the moment you face it, you give it no more power over you. You destroy the hand of the strong man. The moment that you face it and say, I am not what I've been through. I am not a victim anymore. You can't allow that mentality to be yours. You have to take on a victor mentality.
I agree. You're no longer going to say, I am a victim of, or I am a victim of molestation or sexual child abuse. Because what you're telling yourself is, I'm the victim, and there's no need for me to conquer this internal affliction. It's no longer your present. It's no longer your present. It is history. It is a story that has been told, and now it is time for you to begin to walk into the future, knowing that you are a conqueror over this very thing.
So, James Squad, I want you to hashtag victim no more. Victim no more. It doesn't matter what you may deal with, doesn't matter what you may face, no matter what you may see.
No matter what you may feel, because your feeling is not your reality.
Because you can be imprisoned by your emotions. You can be imprisoned by your past. You can be imprisoned by your mistakes. So, hashtag not a victim anymore. So remember, Jack Squad, there's always three sides. Three sides.
To every
Three
story.
sides.
Mine
Yours.
and the truth.
So, we'll see you next time.
When you're walking down the street and the show gets old, tune into this show. Jamming with Jam. Jamming with Jam.